She was born in a small town where the streets always smelled of bread from the old bakery, and the windows of the houses reflected sunsets as if the town itself could hold dreams inside. From childhood, she was different. While the neighborhood kids chased after a ball, she sat by the window and sang. Her voice was quiet yet astonishingly pure, like crystal touched by sunlight. At the age of 5, she first stepped onto a stage, a small holiday in kindergarten, a squeaky microphone, and 3 rows of parents. Her voice trembled, her palms sweated, but when she closed her eyes, the world disappeared. Only music remained. The audience fell silent, listening, and then they applauded. For the first time, she felt, "This is mine. I was born for the stage." Her mother smiled, though her eyes carried worry. Her father was silent, and after the performance he said, "Singing is fine, but you can't make a living out of it." She didn't understand those words. She only remembered the applause and the feeling that her soul had found its home. School became a trial for her. Teachers demanded math, physics, biology. But in her notebooks, instead of formulas, were lines of songs, scribbled verses, and melodies she invented in her head. One day, she dared to sign up for the city's Young Talent competition. Nobody supported her. "You'll embarrass yourself. There are so many strong kids there," classmates said. But she went on stage anyway. The hall was dark. A single spotlight blinded her eyes. She sang. The audience froze. For a few seconds, silence. Then came thunderous applause. She won 2nd place. To her, it felt like victory. But her father said again, "2nd place is almost nothing. You'd better focus on studying." She locked herself in her room and cried. But she kept singing anyway. Because without songs, she couldn't breathe. Each year her dream grew stronger, while her family's patience faded. "You need to think about your future," her mother scolded. "Other people's kids become lawyers, doctors, engineers. And you? A singer? That's not serious," her father said. Sometimes she kept quiet. Sometimes she argued. But deep inside, she knew she could never betray herself. She started working in secret, saving money for a trip to the capital, where auditions were held for the Academy of Arts. She believed, there, she would be heard. There, she would be accepted. There, her real life would begin. In her final years of school, she befriended a girl who also dreamed of the stage. They rehearsed together, sang duets, and planned, well, getting together. Well, shine. But at their first serious competition, something happened she never expected. Her friend performed first and sang her song, the one they had written together. The hall erupted in applause. The jury praised her. When her turn came, her performance looked weak, secondary. She ended up in last place. Her friend only shrugged and said, "Sorry. This is show business. Only the strongest survive." That night, for the first time, she realized a dream can not only warm you, it can wound you. At 18, she finally went to the capital. The huge city greeted her with coldness. The audition was brief. She sang with all her soul. But one jury member stopped her. "You have a pleasant voice, but nothing special. There are thousands like you. You don't stand a chance." Those words pierced through her. She left the building, and the city's noise suddenly felt like mockery. People hurried, cars honked, Shop windows sparkled. Inside her, everything collapsed. For the first time in years, she thought, maybe my father was right. Maybe I dreamed in vain. She returned home broken. She stopped singing. She avoided mirrors. Her room, once filled with songs, became silent and dead. Sometimes she sat by the window and whispered, I can't anymore. I'm not who I wanted to be. Tears became her constant companion. She worked a dull job, completing tasks mechanically. Every day felt the same. Her dream lay before her like shattered glass. Sharp, glittering, but lifeless. One evening, her neighbor knocked on her door. You haven't sung in so long. Why? She waved him off. But he insisted, sing for yourself. Not for the stage, not for the jury. Just for yourself. So she sang. Quietly at first, uncertain. But then her voice filled the room again. The neighbor recorded her on his phone and posted it online. She didn't even know. But days later, she received a message. Your voice touched me. I was ready to end my life, but I heard your song. And I changed my mind. Thank you. She sat holding the phone and cried. It was stronger than any applause. She began to sing again. Not for fame. Not for recognition. But for people who listened with their hearts. Gradually, her recordings found more and more listeners. But she no longer sought judges' approval or chased after contests. She sang because she couldn't live otherwise. And her voice became different, honest, deep, powerful. She never became the star she had dreamed of as a child. Her name never lit up posters, no crowds screamed for her. But one day, singing in a small hall before just a few dozen people, she realized, here and now, they were listening, feeling, understanding her. And that was enough. Her dream had shattered, but in its fragments a new truth was born. The stage is not the lights of spotlights, it is the human hearts you touch with your voice. And so, the girl with a broken dream became a woman with a new purpose.